Kanpai. Welcome one and all to episode 198. Is it really that many? Two off the big 200.
It really is.
Where today we will be talking about color coding in anime. What does your hair color say about you?
Is episode 200 going to be the 6-episode review?
I think
it is.
I think it might be. Yeah. We should have to do it in hats. Silly party hats.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Xenos has to be very, very small. Just like on his head, like
Get
a little
on with the
unicorn.
show, will you?
No.
God. Never. Right. No, actually, before we get on with the show, we've got to do our usual housekeeping, which is if you would like to like, comment, subscribe, we'd very much appreciate it. If you leave a comment in the doodly-doo, Nasuth reads them all, and the cast do respond to them occasionally, which is great. And we read out the best of them here on the show at the end of it. So,
the best of them? We read out pretty much all of them.
Yes. At the moment, all of them are the best
they're all
of them
the best.
because our viewers are few but qualitative. They are fantastic for us. Now, we also have the audio version down below in the links. And at the end of the show, we do the meme section, so you'll find all of the memes archived on our website, because Reddit tends to delete half of them, and some of them you'll never find again on Instagram. They'll just go. People change them up and remix them, and everything else. So, all you can do, explore our description, because you'll never know what you might find there. You might even find Discord links, or streaming links.
Get in my description.
Or, yeah, you may even find the secret.
No, don't reference that
yet. I haven't added the secret to the description yet because we're still recording. But you never know; it might be there. So, unless we have anything else, let's actually get on with the show. It's a nice quick one today. It's color coding in anime, because surprisingly, there is a lot of it. And
it really is.
It depends on the show, very much so. It depends on what you're using it for, whether it's actually any good or not. And so we have everything from pink-haired protagonists, blonde guys in Japan, orange hair in Bleach. All of these things. I actually got the show its name, which Zeno couldn't believe the first time I told him.
Yeah.
The way that anime presents its color coding is amazing. Hair is a very good part of that, because a lot of people would look over the general public of Japan, and they wouldn't see a lot of difference in the hair colors.
A lot of black hair. A whole lot of black hair.
A lot of black hair, dark browns, maybe a few light browns depending on. And so there is an artist explained this to me once, that they draw themselves with different colored hair, not because they actually have that specific color, but it's a qualitative shift between their color that they're choosing and the color they see everybody else's hair as. So where they might see everybody else's hair as darker than theirs, so they draw themselves far more brown, far more nearly blonde, or put streaks in it, put color, and it's a way to stand out. So Japan definitely doesn't really have any natural pink-haired girls, but they exist in anime a lot because it's expressive. But what does it actually express?
Well,
because
I don't.
We've seen.
I can think of two examples that are very similar that I'm sure exist in other shows besides those two. So we can start there if you want.
Yes, please.
And that is, so we've got Zenitsu, right? Who is a blonde-haired, kind of cowardly goofball comic relief in Demon Slayer. And then in oh gosh, can I actually get to it? I should have been clicking there earlier. In Windbreaker, that's the name of the show. In Windbreaker, you've got character whose name I can't remember, who is essentially just Zenitsu. He's got the blonde hair. He's scared of everything, but he's actually a pretty good fighter when he gets down to it. You know, it's the exact same archetype. And the only thing that I can see that links them is the fact that they've got this blonde hair going on.
Well, that is actually something that's very key in Japanese culture. We've all heard of it. If you dye your hair blonde, then you're rebelling. You are being a Yankee or similar. You are trying to express that you are not like everybody else, that you are, in guys, it's a tough guy thing. So you are one of those people that will start fights and will get into trouble. And because good little boys don't dye their hair.
Right.
So being blonde is taking on this aggressive personality. So the way that you see it with Zenitsu and, or rather go for Windbreaker, is their hair's blonde to show that they're trying to take on that persona. And it's an expectation subversion that they're actually cowardly. But they still can fight when pushed to it. That when they're actually pushed to it, when they actually do something with it, it is, they're competent. I still haven't found Zenitsu to do that while he's conscious, but that's still that really detracts from Zenitsu's character.
And the character in Windbreaker is only just now at the end of season 2 starting to learn how to do that. Yeah,
exactly. So that's an expectation subversion.
I see.
So the actual personality one of it, you see that more in, I'm going to mention it again, it's Bleach. Because Ichigo from Bleach has naturally orange hair. Because his mother was a ginger as well. And his teachers all think he dyed it. They all think he bleaches his hair. And so they've treated him as this troublemaker for most of his life. And so he's kind of got into fights. That's why when he's starting the show, he can fight. He sees these guys kicking over a memorial to a little girl that died and basically kicks them in the face. It's face kicking time, and shows them up. He fights, he brawls, and his best friend is a guy that also got into trouble. Also, people thought that he should fight and brawl, so he fought for his friend who didn't want to fight other people, and vice versa. And all because he had that, orange, different coloured hair. And so he has that attitude of it. If he can fight, he is going to get in trouble. He is a brawler. And that's using that personality trait kind of as intended. Just
like an American.
Not intended by the character. Yeah, similar. But not
just
nearly as flamboyant. It's more the flamboyancy. It's up there. Because they do use American character styles in Bleach as well, but I'm surprised though at the diversity in Bleach, because there is a lot of the things that Kubo puts he puts into his work that show it's not about so much stereotyping characters into positions. So his people of different hair types and color types are used for effect, but not just specifically because of their stereotypes. The characters are more versatile than that in many cases. But hey, that's the stereotype. That's the blonde person stereotype.
Just a quick note. If you're hearing a bell in the background, that is Thaylien's kitten, who is, unstoppable. Unstoppable.
She's on a tear right now.
Yeah. So that's all that is.
Indeed. But yeah, as other ones.
Yeah.
So how many pink-haired main girls have you seen?
Quite a few. Also some pink-haired main guys, well, not main guys, but pink-haired guys. But even going all the way back to things like Utena, which in that case I think it was trying to use it as a subversion. But yeah, you get a lot of pink-haired main girls.
You've seen a lot of harem stuff, Zeno. What do the pink-haired girls in harems usually be?
I'm patiently waiting for one of you to say something that I can jump on. But you've given me this opportunity. So I don't know about. There's plenty of shows where you have the pink-haired protagonist. I don't know if we have it in the system. I'm thinking of Rosario to Vampire.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
that's one. Isn't there also like the quintessential quintuplets? There's all
quintessential quintuplets is a challenging one because like technically they're not meant to have pink hair. So all the sisters are supposed to be identical, but for some, I honestly don't understand why they are depicted very different from each other. I'm like, but they're supposed to literally be identical, and like you're making this difficult because you are like, you know, you're not even giving them like
it's a very important screenshot there.
Yeah,
yes.
Clearly, very, very important. You're not giving them name tags.
That's Rosario to Vampire.
Anyway, but you've also like one could technically say the female Ranma, because I think in the newest depiction, female Ranma has
much lighter hair.
Yeah, as opposed to.
But it's not like hot pink. It's like it's that darker sort of nearly red pink.
Magenta pink.
Yeah.
What? You both spoke at the same time while one had food in their mouth.
It's more of a my good boy.
It's more of a magenta, almost like this bow, this ribbon that we see in the picture right now at the top. Kind of that shade
around
pink.
For a while.
Yeah, I'm Naz. I think your thing's busted.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's hanging around for too long.
Not only that, but I try to change it to
something else. So the show actually, if you want to grab from this current,
you say there we go. But
for fuck's sake, Nasuth's computer is having a meltdown or some shit. But the thing that I really feel completely subverts expectation in terms of color is Elfen Lied, right? Lucy has bright pink hair. You can't deny that one. And her character
but she is not the bubbly girly. Yeah.
She is out to murderize everyone.
Well, that's the same thing I was saying about Utena, which we don't. Oh no, it would be under R, wouldn't it?
We do.
It is that the fact that Utena has pink hair? You know, you're supposed to think, oh, she's just a girl, but you know, then she starts doing sword fighting stuff and fighting for the princess and all that other, you know, what have yous. That is very not pink hair.
Yeah.
Everyone in Utena probably fits into that because you've got the red-haired guy who is very brash and bold. You've got the blue-haired boy here who is kind of like schemy and stuff. There's the green-haired guy who is very kind of a little slimy, a little on the slimy side. You've got Akio who has white hair. You've got kind of white, pinkish hair. What is it? I can't remember what orange hair is for. But you do have an orange member a person on the student council as well. And then there's the blonde girl who is kind of a spoiled rich kid. So. So I think everyone aside from Utena really fits into the general themes of hair color. Xeno, I'm sorry, did you want to say more about Elfen Lied since I kind of just stole it?
Well, I mean, but my point is that I feel that to me, color is often used as a subversion of expectation. Yeah.
I don't know if I would say often, but I would say there are some good examples of it.
Yes, well, to me, there's some very good examples of characters subverting expectations with the colors they've been given.
To me, it's more than, you know, I genuinely can't think of many blonde characters that are as weak and pathetic as Zenitsu, right? I mean,
those are a special case of taking it to the extreme, but yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, I would say a lot of times it feels like it has more to do with hairstyle than color. Because if you've got
color in general on the character,
yeah. Because there's that very popular one where if you got like the little antenna, you're a ditzy character. The
ahoge or whatever it is. Yes, that you're a bit of a ditz.
Yeah.
So that's a thing from animation style where people used to use that they'd move that rather than the characters' faces, so it was a little bit easier to animate. And I love the fact that that's just become a thing.
But at the same time, there's plenty of characters that have this antenna. That, like, we got Saber from Fate Stay Night. We've got Edward Elric, from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Would you not say that Edward Elric is a little bit stupid, though?
No, not in the slightest.
He literally, comes out of the crowd to shout at his opponent, and they call him short.
No, but at the same time, that's not stupid.
That's not stupid. That's
him being short-fused.
Yeah.
Right? But it's used more of as a caricature to... Oh, Jesus Christ. A device for having a well-animated character as opposed to anything else. It's I suppose a fashion statement within anime. And let's face it, the antenna is a really stupid thing, right? No one.
It is.
No one in reality has this, antenna-like thing in their
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Then again, that's more of an exaggeration thing, isn't it? It's more from trying to make things stand out. So somebody who might have, say, lifted bangs, right? And they put these huge sweeps of hair on there. A character that might have a male character that might have swept forward hair suddenly has Choa Barton, crow hair over his eyes. It's more exaggeration for character than anything else. So the ahoge is a thing that was easy to show that this character was expressing something without really pushing into too much animation. And so people like to attribute it to the character type that they were trying to express, a character that was slightly comedy relief enough to react with hair instead of with expression.
I have kind of a weird question. How do you feel about Kitty? How do you feel about bizarre hair colors in anime? Do you feel like it's a distraction, or would you rather see more natural hair colors?
That's a thing.
I'll be honest, I look past it. It's kind of part and part the parcel. Because look at Bart Simpson, look at Lisa Simpson. The reason why I bring those two up is where does their scalp end and their hair begin? Right? Or where does their skin end and where does their hair begin? Look at characters like Leela from Futurama. She got bright purple hair, right?
Yeah.
But she also has only one eye.
Right. But at the same time, I feel that there is nothing wrong with having really hard defining character traits that you wouldn't find.
Possibly a better question. Would it be, do you think it, let's take a serious anime like what's the one where the dad has to kill some mafia guys that were gonna kill his daughter or use his daughter?
Hero, wasn't it?
My Home Hero. Yes. What if My Home Hero had crazy hair colors and styles in it?
would you have taken the characters as seriously?
I mean, personally, I think I would have still just looked beyond it. I think I would have just gone like,
personally,
it's. Do you
think? Do you think that that just puts you over the edge of the bell curve in that respect, and that most people at the top of the other half of it might see somebody with bright bubblegum pink hair in that role and not take them seriously at all?
This is a great segue, because like I feel that when it comes to nearly anything, the color palette of the production, the show, right, both in the East and the West, really heavily influenced the perception and production of said show, right? So, case in point, if you so Stargate SG-1, right, really down to earth, lots of dark colors, lots of muted colors, so on and so forth, because it is supposed to be taken seriously. The actor's performance does a fantastic job, but if you had replaced all the colors with really bright colors, right, things like the Stargate was like neon colors, right, things like they were wearing really brightly speckled armor packs, and they weren't just wearing Kevlar.
It looked like it looked like something from the 70s rather than something from modern day.
Or it looked like Stargate Infinite.
I don't remember that one, thankfully.
So
it was a cartoon series that was awful.
So how about if they did those bright neon colors, as they made it bright magenta pink and bright neon blues, and then themed the color palette as cyberpunk instead of as current day military.
But my point is that it's all down to perception, right? Personally, I do not have issues with the color palettes of shows like Komi Can't Communicate, or Cyberpunk Edge Runners, or My Home Hero. Like it's to me, the color palette is one of the last things that I will concern myself about, because I watch fucking shit like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure couldn't be more artistically off the wall,
diverse,
than any other anime out there. Maybe with the exception of Crayon Drawn Shin-chan. But I
also wouldn't say that the art style clashes with the tone the show is trying to set either.
Now, that is a perception that both you and I share, Nasuth. I think all three of us, this is one of the very few things that the three of us actually unanimously agree on, is that the color palette and things does not dictate the quality of the show.
No, I think in that case, the color palette is specifically because the show is the way it is. Like, again, if My Home Hero is trying to set up a really serious tone, and then you just see people with off the wall hair colors, or JoJo style clothing, right? In My Home Hero, it would be so out of place. It would clash.
But my point is that if you were to take the color palette of Stargate SG-1 and apply it to a show like Power Rangers, right?
It wouldn't work either.
Yes.
I think that would change how the show is produced, right?
Well, sure, in a real world sense. But I'm. This is a hypothetical. I'm giving.
I know,
essentially.
But my point is that I think the color tones influence the production, as opposed to the production decides the color tones, right? And as a result, the perception from the audience, like a non-zero portion of the audience, not the entire audience, but a non-zero portion of the audience go like, I will not watch this because it's brightly colored and thus it is for kids.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
Konosuba.
Okay. Aqua. What about it?
Yeah. No, it's all brightly coloured.
He's saying it's all brightly colored, but it's not. But it still is geared towards a more adult audience, which I'm not so sure about.
Exactly.
You have to remember that Japan
it's just geared to an audience that can appreciate the niceties of a proper parody.
So I disagree. I do not think it is. Sorry. Were you saying it's brightly coloured?
Yes.
Yes.
I got to remember who said what now.
Bright blonde, bright blue, bright red, and bright green.
Right.
For the four main characters.
I do not say that, Aqua is bright blue, sure, right? But I do not say that...
Darkness is golden yellow
and white.
All over.
Yeah, but that's not bright.
And,
gold is not a bright
And Megumin is bright red. She has bright red all over her. This is the wrong Konosuba there, but, and then... Even Kazuma, his green is not a muted green.
I argue it is.
It's he's only really got cape over the top.
But he's only really got the cape. His pants are dark. His shirt
brown.
Is I think they're black, but either way.
But they're all warm tones. They're not done as muted. I'm
pretty sure
that green is almost the same. That green is an artificial. He's using. Right there, his starting outfit, his tracksuit. The green on that is more artificial than the trees behind him. That tone doesn't appear in the background.
I'm intrigued to know what the audience thinks. Like, is the green on Kazuma's tracksuit a bright green?
No, I would say that's a dark green. Well, a medium green, medium to dark.
Yeah,
I'd say then you've got stuff like this too.
Immediately switch to rainbow spellcasting.
But this is magic.
This is magic.
Right?
It's brightly coloured.
Right? But I argue that people would watch Konosuba and go like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool, so on and so forth. And they'll either go, yeah, I'm down to watch this, or this is just for kids.
Yes, and I would say kids include people that are like 18 to 20. So even if this is aimed towards an audience that is over 18, it's not necessarily aimed towards adults, right? And you also have to remember that Japan's sense of humor is like the things that they're willing to show to kids is different than what we're willing to show in the West, especially in America. So I don't know if this show is actually aimed towards adults or if it's just a case of adults can enjoy it as well.
I think adults can enjoy as well.
Yeah, I think people who actually can appreciate parody will enjoy this just as much.
See, I don't think this is a very dark. I don't think it's a very bright green. That's like almost a dark blue green right there.
I mean, it's not far removed from teal.
And Megumin's got a lot of dark color.
Would you see anyone outside of a fantasy show wearing that color in that patterning?
Sure.
At anything outside costumes.
I bet I could find some.
What about these guys? Would you see these outfits?
I mean, that's just a well, maybe not that one, but that's just a plain white dress. Yeah, Xeno's wearing the color right now.
Would these people fit into a scene of My Home Hero?
Oh,
well, no, because they're wearing fantasy garb.
The entire color palette is completely different.
Yes, well, that was my hypothetical. Is what if the production remains the same? That was my hypothetical. You're hitting it right on. Is what if everything about the production remains the same? It's just the aesthetic that changes.
Yes.
See, you were bringing it into a real situation. You're like, well, I don't think that would happen. I think the production would change, and I agree with you. In a real situation, this is a hypothetical where everything remains the same about the production except the aesthetic. Would that clash? And the answer, I think, is we finally come to, yes, it would. I can't tell if he's.
I'm trying to are we talking about just let's give these characters these bright colors to wear?
So everything about SG1 remains the same, except they're wearing like Super Sentai outfits and have brightly colored hair.
Yeah.
That would be horrible.
But the
wouldn't
perception, no, but like, I don't necessarily think it would, right? But I think the perception from the audience would, this is for kids because it's brightly colored.
Yeah, even if it still had all the same serious plots and everything, the characters just look different.
Running around with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plastic guns, but guns.
Yeah, and they're just running around in bright multicolored spandex. They're just,
Yeah. Exact same plots, exact same characters, exact same writing, just a different look.
Yeah, and I think that when it comes to show, like, I think anime enjoyers just basically look beyond that to an extent that most...
Again, I also think you're right that in the real world, those decisions help to shape the production. Like, going into it, if you're doing a Super Sentai show, that it's going to have bright colors and stuff in it. That's just going to be a thing.
Yes.
Well, that's not necessarily true, because there are Kamen Rider
that is true.
Shows
where
that
they go
like,
dark tone.
They do dark tones for their Kamen Rider stuff, but again, it doesn't necessarily influence the show's production to not be targeted at kids.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Sure.
But this is what I'm saying, is the fact that there is this huge misrepresentation of a show from a judging a book by the cover sense of, hey, look, this is brightly colored, it's for kids.
I think if we watched My Home Hero and they had anime style hair, it wouldn't be a problem. But I think if the average viewer watched it and saw brightly colored hair or what have you, they'd be like, why does this clash so much with this dark, serious tone?
If you were to take the live action Komi Can't Communicate, and every actor had a wig on, right? Yeah. That was basically
match
their
anime color hair. Yeah.
Right. I think that you'd have a non-zero number of onlookers just pass the show up.
Yeah.
Exclusively because, that just looks stupid.
True. So, and we've kind of moved into this perceptual thing, but the show.
Shall we bring it back?
This is more. We're trying to get this thing of the use of color as a way to give expectations about characters and the show. So we've diverted into why it's actually happening. The tone of the show dictating the color palette and so on, but it's how a character is presented, right? Is part of that is hair color, part of that's outfit color. So you look at somebody like Aqua, and you see blue hair, you see the blue outfit with the little gold with the little yellow trimmings, you see the very short skirt, right? And the color is key to her being a goddess themed around water. Right?
Well, you also
it's not
remember
an indication of her personality.
There's something interesting to remember, is that this is where bright colors and stuff have ended up. But originally, the reason anime characters had bright colored hair and different, like, very recognizable outfits and sometimes very interesting hairstyles was because anime characters look so similar that they needed a way to easily distinguish them for the audience.
Actually, there is a very good anecdote to that. My own grandfather, God rest him, when he was in his older years, past 60, if you had two women with the same color hair in a movie, he would get them confused with each other while watching. Yes, because he had a little bit of vision trouble, but he didn't look at the other things they were wearing. He would glance at the character and be more listening to what was going on. And so, hang on, this blonde girl didn't do that in the last scene. She wasn't to do with this. What's she doing here? And it's another blonde girl. And you go, there's two. Actually, there's four. you know, oh, no wonder it's been so confusing.
Now I think anime has come a long way in not entirely out of that, because there are plenty of examples where you can take several different characters and flash them all up one after another, and they'll have the exact same face, just different hair and eyes. But I think anime has still come a long way. Yeah, has still come a long way in making interesting characters that don't all have the exact same face shape. Yeah.
Yes, and because it's moved on past that as a
they
concept,
can now do interesting things with the hair as
a
metaphor.
And they can use
not
hair
a metaphor, but
a subversion. It's one of those subversions they used with Trigun.
Really?
They use color with him. The introduction we had on Trigun was a blonde-haired man with a red coat, right? And that was used as part of that first couple of episodes subversion, where other people with blonde hair and red on their coats would people think they were Vash the
pretending
Stampede.
To be Vash, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, they weren't even pretending. They just like there was one assassin with he carried a rifle, a long gun, and the inside of his coat was red when it flapped open in the breeze, and he wore a hat over hair that looked blonde from the distance, and it was more grey than blonde. But and they said, "Wait, no, what if you're actually Vash the Stampede?" And they attacked each other. You know,
right? Yes, yeah.
Because in that world, blonde hair and a red coat stood out. So a red coat, and in fact, Vash very famously wore that red coat for the entire show, except when he was pretending to be somebody else.
Really, only the Gung Ho Guns had different, like interestingly colored hair, didn't they? Most everyone else had like brown or blonde, some blonde, but mostly brown and black.
Ordinary populace.
Yeah.
And so they used other things to tell them apart. For example, Meryl. She was always wearing her white outfit.
Yeah.
With the dark stockings.
And she was really, really short.
Yes. She was really short, and she had the glossy blue hair.
Yeah.
That she always kept very neat. And then, of course, Stun Gun Millie looked perfectly ordinary until you realise that she's about 6 feet tall and carrying a giant stun baton firing minigun under her coat, which still they use other things to make the general populace stand out, to make the other characters stand out. And so Vash having spiky blonde hair was a thing for him. And of course,
when you see him without his hair spiked up like that, it's like, whoa, is that the same guy? And yeah, it totally is.
Yes. But as a character, see, that whole thing, colours made him stand out.
They also use it. He plays around as being a goof, right? So he's sort of putting into that blonde stereotype of the guy's a goofball. He's just silly. He's not really this badass, but he totally is. So they're subverting you with that.
Yes. And even the fact that he wears those silly sunglasses as well, which are the orange reflective lenses. It's used, all the color is used specifically to stand him apart. And that's back from the manga, so that when they had him on the cover of the manga, they would have the spiky blonde hair and have the coat whipped by the wind,
flapping in the wind,
for the pose. Yeah,
sort of like you see in the end credits.
Filled the whole front page with movement and with color.
I can't believe they ruined it so badly in the new one.
Yeah. They did it badly in the new one.
Anyway,
but again, how does Vash's depiction of being a blonde guy match up to what you were talking about with Zenitsu?
That's what we're saying. It's a subversion, right? They make you think he's the goofy character, and he does have some very good comedic moments, but that's just a cover
for the guy who can actually fight.
See, I could easily envision Vash being exactly the same if you were to change his hair color from blonde, brown, white, black.
Oh,
purple.
sure.
It doesn't.
But
right.
then it wouldn't be a subversion anymore. Like
this is
you're right.
This is about stereotyping.
Yes, this is a conscious decision by the author or by the illustrator or whoever to take a really cool character and use them to then also make this subversion of the trope.
Yes. So really cool
I mean, we could be reading. I want to be clear. I want to be clear. As far as I know, the author has not said this anywhere, so we could just be totally reading into it. But that's a lot of media dissection. So,
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I genuinely feel you're reading into it, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No,
but like if you consider like right, what does Mao Mao's green hair mean?
That she's very schemy.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone with green hair is schemy?
Yes.
Dark green, especially.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, like Loki. That's why he's green. That's why Kazuma's green.
That's why Saionji's green in Utena. That's why,
That's why our shield hero is green.
Why is this?
To make him the schemy one that actually gets powerful through subverted means, rather than the...
I don't know if that's true for shield hero.
As a... I think it is, but it's also to have that more Robin Hood aspect of the guy who goes out into the wilderness.
I think,
but he also fell on green.
It's a more natural, it's trying to show that he is more bound to the world, how do I say that?
Natural world.
Yeah. Sort
It's
of like green as Gaia sort of thing.
Also because the other three heroes were red, yellow, and blue.
Yes, that is another big thing in Japan is the four primary, three primary colors plus one.
Yes. They definitely do that. Red, blue, and yellow being the primaries, and then the next one will be green, unless it's a team of 5 when they can bring in. So they go red, blue, yellow, and then pink and black or green or
it'd be orange,
gold or...
So, from what I can tell, the main character of Bullbuster has green hair, Nasuth, right?
Yes.
Are they mischievous? Do they?
Yes.
Is it a bit schemy?
Yes.
Yeah. Are they particularly schemy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now the girl, the girl is pink haired, and I don't think she fits into. I think they might be subverting her, because she's very gruff.
Does
and
she
tough
have a bubbly and
a loner?
Oh,
no,
okay.
Not at all.
Excellent. Yeah, so that's subversion for sure. Then, where you take what is interpreted as a light and bubbly character.
Actually, I think I take it back. I think I take it back to the main character's schemy as well. He's actually really. He is a little bit schemy, but he's mostly very honest and open and forthright.
Another character with pink hair that I wouldn't call particularly
02.
Is 02. I wouldn't call her particularly ditzy or.
Oh, but she's bubbly.
It's not ditzy. It's outgoing and bright. Not ditzy. Ditzy is often the blondes with blue eyes.
No, I wouldn't call her outgoing and bright either.
Why not? She pours honey over bread until it gets completely syrup. She's therefore expressive and enthusiastic and
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
No, you go.
If you put her in a mech, she turns into
serious
the other
mode.
side of things, the aggressive and serious mode, and violent and
locked in.
Very, very She
does that regardless. She beat up the entire fucking classroom at one point because she thought they were keeping her darling away from him.
Yes, but that's the thing. But towards her darling, she is the bright and bubbly. She's not ditzy at all. She's friendly and talkative, and that's the stereotype. You can subvert the stereotype, but the idea of the look gives us the stereotype to subvert. You see? I feel.
Can you tell we've put basically no research into this episode?
I feel that
we've covered a little bit longer.
I feel like a large part of this is horoscopes. Because Japan has this huge thing about like your blood type dictates your character.
Yep, and the elements, right? And
which I think is complete segue. Why on earth has Google put the letter U in color for Nasuth?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's a good question. Maybe because it could find more results under it with that.
Possibly. Sorry, what were we? My brain's just completely.
So it was. You thought it's more about horoscopes, about how things appear and the predictions.
Yeah, because like they have this thing about like, oh, your blood type dictates you have these kind of characteristics. I'm like, weird. Is this something that's genuinely believed upon by society? Like, I mean,
yes. I don't know. You ask people like people in America date based on their star sign all the time. Like, oh, I can't date a Virgo. We're not compatible. Mm-hmm. All Virgos are like this, you know.
My favorite interaction with that is somebody who genuinely believed this. On social media, they were confronted by a guy that said something like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm this star sign, but and so of course we could never date." And then the guy responded with, "Oh, that's funny because I lied to you and I'm actually this star sign." And she's, "Oh, but that's such a that star sign thing to do." So, "Oh, really? Because I lied again and I'm actually this." You know, so when I think it was, I'm a Cancer, and he said, "Oh no, I could never date a Cancer. We're not compatible at all. It'd be two water types." He said, "Oh, because I lied. I'm actually a Scorpio." And he said, "Oh, but that lying about your star sign is exactly a Scorpio thing to do." "Oh, really? Because I'm a Taurus." And it's like, which, knowing stereotypes about Taurus at least, because I've got friends who actually do kind of follow it and are Taurus. They wouldn't be the type of person to do that under the stereotypes.
To me, I really feel that the main reason why an author chooses like, oh, I want them to have this hair color is. Mm-hmm. You know, either some paradigm to do with the narrative, or in most cases, I just want them to have this hair color, right? Case in point, the reason why I think that there are some instances where it's important to reflect within the show's narrative is actually in Berserk, right?
Yes.
So with Berserk, there is obviously this whole dual perception of Guts and Griffith, right?
Dark versus light. Yeah.
Yeah, yin and yang, so on and so forth. They are two halves of a whole. And everything about Guts is very much the polar opposite, apart from gender, from Griffith, right? Griffith will sacrifice at nothing to get what he wants, whereas Guts is very much I will do everything, I will sacrifice everything about myself to protect those around me.
Yes.
You know, Griffith has a very petite frame that's dexterous, and he often uses a rapier as a weapon, Whereas
sabers. Cavalry saber.
You sure?
Curved.
It's not curved. It's straight.
Yeah, it's definitely curved because he's got that. Hold on.
Thaylier's going to pull out something that he's going to pull out his saber. No, I'm joking.
Oh, well, here you go, white hair symbolizes a strong-willed, highly skilled, and mysterious character. In many cases, characters with white hair have special abilities. However, white hair can also symbolize death, evil, or the supernatural. There you go. Fits perfectly for Griffith.
Yeah, but that's like saying, oh yeah, white-haired characters are everything.
It doesn't actually say that.
It says it enough.
No, there was one that was like that, though.
Sorry, I don't know what Thalien's bringing to
sent to you the image of his sword.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that is technically... Yeah, okay, yeah, I think Thalien's right.
Where's that from?
That is
that
a 3D model of the sword. Yes.
Yeah, fucking.
Okay,
I'm not
official artwork it is then?
I'm not looking this up. I'm not having this long-winded conversation on the show. The whole point is, right, that the polar opposites between Guts and
it's curved. 100% curved.
Griffith. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate the pair of them, I swear, Lord God. One day
look at that! Just look at that!
Always wrong.
I'm just gonna fucking implode, I swear. Right.
Anyway.
But there's very few instances in media where I feel that this, duality exists. Like, even if you look at a character like Yugi Matsumoto and Seto Kaiba or Maximilian Pegasus, their hairs do not reflect one another, right? The character styles do not reflect one another at all. It's just like, this is what I want the main character to look like. Why do you want the main character to look like he's been electrocuted twice?
I'm
not wrong.
How about Goku and
But
Frieza?
Yugi's oh god. Frieza
What
doesn't
the
even have any
fuck
hair.
are you? What?
Yeah,
what
that's exactly. This is the same kind of contrast. Big muscular dude with hair versus sleek, shiny, white and purple creature. Same kind of contrast. So there are others.
Yeah, Frieza technically has purple hair because that's what the color of the top of his head is.
He needs to explain this. I need him to explain this. I need the whiteboard, dude. Right, you have to explain this to me.
Right,
I do agree. That felt like a little bit of a hard left turn.
Okay, so you're talking about the contrast. You haven't seen many anime that have got the same kind of contrast where the hairstyles and the character styles and the color schemes contrasted this much between the protagonist and the antagonist, as it were, or from two sides of the thing, right?
Because I feel that the vast majority of the time, the creators just like, I want it to look like this. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel that last part support.
So in this case, our dear creator of Dragon Ball wanted Frieza to look the way he did, so he contrasted entirely with Goku. So Goku being strong, physically, muscular, the bright orange, the blue, and then his black hair, which then turned gold, right? Mm-hmm. Contrasting completely with the way that Frieza is all smooth, shiny. His
that's only him at the
areas
end,
that would look like glassy. Yeah, he's only him at the end, but that's what he was building up to. But even then, so it's the whole idea is he liked his enemies, so that really powerful people to be slender, to be slightly alien or otherworldly, rather than looking purely, just like a super strong, muscular.
Nappa looks like he
type.
should be the strong one, but it's actually Vegeta.
Yes. So that's why Frieza's final form narrowed him down and concentrated all into this slim form with the long tail, right? So Goku's tail was removed, Frieza's tail was really strong and able to lift Goku up by the neck. Goku being a humanoid had the hands with 4 fingers and a thumb. Frieza only had the 3-toed feet. Had the strange shaped feet for
which is weird because he had normal hands.
He had normal hands.
No, he didn't.
I think
he was missing a
on
digit.
the earlier ones. Yeah, he's missing. He's digitigrade. But I think it's also because of the way of easily drawing hands was there. Yeah, so he had really weird hands later.
No,
normal hands.
Right. Oh, you're right. Wow.
Normal hands.
Yeah, top left. Yeah. I think that's the way he's drawing the hand, but again, the feet being different, so he didn't need
the feet are really weird,
weird feet. And then again, smooth, shiny surfaces for the shoulders and the chest and the shin pads. The ears being these hollows on the side rather than actual ear shapes. The whole
he just likes that head type. He really likes that head type.
He does. He really does like that head type.
But then what about Beerus?
Yeah.
What? The super slim...
Well, Beerus is super slim as well, so it does fit.
With lanky form and cat-like things with the tail and the cat ears. Definitely not super muscular Broly type.
Some of the other some of the other Death Gods also look really weird and interesting. Like the clown. The one that looks like a literal clown.
No, but my point is that you were saying that Frieza's design was to match Goku's design, right?
To contrast Goku's design.
Okay, fine.
Completely contrasted. So to be that opposite that Guts and Griffith are.
Right. But my question then is, what about Beerus? Was Beerus's design...
Beerus wasn't supposed to be there in the first place.
Yeah, Beerus is going to be his teacher.
At the end of the Frieza saga.
Well, and also Beerus is supposed to be his teacher eventually, so...
Yes. But again, Beerus was designed to be this sleek character, whereas Goku was known for pumping up and getting muscular, and taught Goku a technique of God Ki that made him slimmer and sleeker.
Right. Okay, then.
Okay. So it was a way to contrast from the original Goku as well. I'm not just getting these...
I'm struggling with this only because...
I feel like we moved a long way away from hair color on this as well.
Well, no, I get that.
Color in general. This is still we could still call this with Frieza's color scheme versus Goku's color scheme.
But my what about all the other villains that Goku fought, regardless of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Akira Toriyama, or Dragon Ball Super, right? Like it doesn't.
Who were the most dangerous?
Cell, Majin Buu.
Cell.
Cell was very.
What did Cell have? Green,
streamlined,
yellow, sleek.
Not Frieza. Vegeta. Sorry.
Vegeta very small.
Was again the smaller contrast is
tight,
smaller and yes, they're all designed to contrast with Goku, who was the more classically proportioned character at the time, and then he constantly got stronger and more muscular up until God Ki, and his most powerful transformation that Akira Toriyama officially put in was Super Saiyan 3, which made Goku
No, that's
chunkier.
Not true. That's not true. It's not true. Now that we've had Daima, Super Saiyan 4 is legit.
Super Saiyan 4 is legit now. But before that, so the strongest single transformation he had up to the end of Z was Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Which, again, made him so much stronger that even his eyebrows disappeared. Okay? So muscular. And so his opponents, what did Buu turn into when he got rid of the thing that made him fat? He became a sleek, thin, and eldritch-looking alien.
What?
He shrunk down to Kid.
He's talking about adult.
He didn't.
He's talking about adult Thin Buu before Kid Buu.
Yeah.
No.
Adult Thin Buu. Yeah, where it's the one where it fought Piccolo and Gohan.
Okay.
He had those two thin arms that then became two thick arm at the front, like Popeye, and then had the very menacing look to him, with no neck. You know, it was it's a very
oh god, there was
an
adult thin boo and an adult muscular boo. I forgot about the muscular boo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is a matter of opinion. I don't necessarily agree with you in terms of like the character. I totally get behind you with Frieza and like in his fourth form,
because
in his ultimate
again,
form.
Frieza was designed to be the end of the series.
No, but Frieza's final form was him actually bulked out again. It was the smooth white form, but it was big and bulky.
Yeah, but again, that was that same mistake of that they reiterated on in the later things, where when you get too strong, you get slow, and that's why Goku beat him again.
Oh dear!
I wish my desk was clean so I could proceed to headbutt it repeatedly.
Look,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
we've got 5 minutes until the end of this episode, so that'll, 10 episodes later. How were they even communicating with each other? They had to be moving faster than the speed of light.
Okay.
Shut it!
But then you can still take the color scheme as different as well, can't you, Xeno? You have Goku's classic blue and orange versus Frieza's
Purple and
white
white.
and purple. Yeah?
That's what I'm trying to fucking say. That is what I'm trying to fucking say. But you guys keep interrupting me.
Sorry, what were you trying to say? You were trying to say something while we were interrupting?
What was that, Zeno?
You dickheads. I hate you both. Right.
So, Nasuth, do you agree with me?
Oh, God. Fucking right, okay. Let's move on to another show.
Yeah. I was going to suggest for this... What's in the... Sorry, Nasuth. I was going to say, for this one, if you look at the current season, for the moment, one of the shows I'm watching is scooped up by an S-Rank Adventurer. And in that show, it's a very colourful show. It's designed to be one of these colour-coded shows because our main character is designed to be kind of look like an everyman, but then his clothing stands him as a white mage, so he wears the bright white clothing. But his S-Rank adventure that scoops him up is very much a pink thing. Bright, bubbly, pink-haired, blue-eyed, and wears pink outfits.
Oh yeah, you got the right one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her in the middle there, with spinning around, pigtails, bright pink outfit, but she's a swordsman, and a damn good one. So that's a subversion. Whereas the mage in the party has the more soft, just off-white to blue hair, and the more reserved outfits of having a top completely covered, and the intelligent glasses. The color scheming is very deliberate. Their archer wears more Robin Hood style colors, while their tank is more dark tones with the big shield, and it very much sets them as the 5-man team, very similar to a Sentai team of Rangers in that respect. Just the leader is the Pink Ranger in this case. You see where I'm coming from?
I can only take your word for it because, I'm not seeing the show.
So the idea would be that you're assuming the personality from the appearance, and then they're adding things in the actual personalities to either subvert or reinforce those assumptions. So on screen we have our main character on the right and the tank on the left. The tank has red hair, and you assume that makes him brash or gung-ho about things, but he's actually the tank, so he's quite reliable.
But to completely smash that, right, we have Red Ranger from another world.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, you see, there's a duality to red. There are two different things that red can mean.
Burning life or burning passion?
Well, actually, I was going to suggest that we go through the list I found and see if we can think of any characters that go along with them, or break them entirely. Because the only other angle I was going to go to was, why does Madoka have pink hair? Right.
This is an awful show.
So, black hair is... it's the default, quote-unquote, default hair color, but it can also include characters that have a dark past, intelligent, powerful, and refined, but usually only as a main character or an important supporting character. They may seem mysterious, and they are generally portrayed with a lot of positive character traits.
I'm sorry.
Power,
No,
emptiness, sadness,
hold the fuck
depression,
on.
mystery, sophistication, intimidation, and death.
Right. Change that for any other color. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm sorry. White hair is the default hair color, but it
No,
can
it's not
carry
true, though.
deeper meaning.
That's not true,
Characters with white hair often...
No. This one, Xeno, remember what black means in color theory for Japan? The judiciary in Japan wear black as a thing because stains don't show on it in theory.
No, I'm
So
fucking calling you out on this. Other power traits: power, evil, emptiness, sadness, depression, mystery, sophistication, intimidation, and death. Evil and death is also in white.
Not
It doesn't- that doesn't
stereotypically.
necessarily- but
No,
it's
because
not.
you literally called me out
Fear,
on it.
simplicity,
for
innocence,
Griffin.
humility, apathy, heaven can also mean death.
No. Look at the line
Can
above.
also mean
However,
death.
white hair can
also
also
mean death.
symbolize.
Can also mean death. I did say that, Zeno. I did say that. But
Yeah,
but
I
it's
meant the
not.
line-
It's not that these are exclusive traits. It's not
They're
like
just
black can only
stereotypical.
be the one that has death.
It's almost like you're trying to take the word stereotype as rule.
Yeah.
The horoscope
well, like
bullshit.
blonde has joy,
supposed
wealth, childlike, heaven, childlike courage, foreigner. Also means someone special, especially in shoujo stories. You know, see, that doesn't have
Yes.
death in it. And I think that fits in with a lot of the characters we talked about.
Okay.
Yellow blonde hair, confident,
Like
happy, and naive.
Nehoshi?
They can fall into a number of categories. There's the dumb blonde who is childish and stubborn, but there are also troublemakers who have certain likable quirks, like Dennis the Menace, and then Prince Charming characters. Yep, that fits in. Think of Gowry.
Okay.
Gowry's a Prince Charming character who's also kind of dumb.
Gowry?
He's from oh god, Dragon, not Dragon Half. What is the one with Lena
Dragon Ball?
Inverse?
Excel Saga?
No.
No.
Oh, Slayers. Sorry.
Slayers!
Slayers, yeah, that's the one. Slayers.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
So blue is apparently associated with nature. Can indicate being quiet, being cold, and calculating. Yep, that's fair enough. Some of the characteristics include being wise, talented, nature intuitive, and aware of their own emotions. Tend to be soft-spoken. I don't know about that.
I'm gonna call out the main character from Ascendance of a Bookworm on that one.
Yeah, I think it feels
They
like they're talking about
tend
dark
to
blue,
be.
but a lot of light blue
Yes, but
tends to be like icier. So I guess being cold,
And then
yeah.
So light blue color. So you get a lot of ice type characters with blue hair. You know? Or water based characters with blue hair, but then often water based characters can be changeable. And, you know, and have tides, as it were.
Oh, it adds this entire different one at the end after the main description and the other traits. Refined, tradition-oriented, and feminine, quite often seen as examples of the Yamato Nadeshiko ideal, which is poised, decorous, kind, grateful, humble, patient, virtuous, respectful, benevolent, honest, charitable, and faithful.
And then I throw in the main female protagonist from kind of boy-girl relationship Survive.
That's why
yes.
That's why they're
And she
much
should
so.
just be set on fire, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Brunettes. The more mundane color, default hair color for characters.
Conformism, simplicity, and endurance. While they're supposed to be predictable, they often fall into the category of boring. However, brown hair often finds a jaded, analytical personality underneath a normalized exterior, like Yami.
What's the name of the main character the main goddess from Armor Goddess?
Belle Dandy.
Belle Dandy.
Belle Dandy,
Yes.
there you go.
Simplicity, endurance. Yeah, that's definitely Belle Dandy.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you
Not
say
really conformism,
boring or
though, I
mundane?
would say.
Yeah, well, no, she likes. That was one of the things that she did like. Was
Warm,
a
friendly,
normal daily
reliable,
life.
approachable, and comfortable.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Then we've
Gray
done
and silver.
Yeah, gray and silver is often hard to distinguish from white, which is fair. Also commonly associated with older background or supporting characters, so not your main characters. Light gray or silver usually indicates experience, intelligence, and wisdom. They often have an unusual knowledge or some savant-like skill. Rare for them to be innocent or have energetic, lively personalities, but there are exceptions.
I cannot think of a character that has grey/silver hair.
Without being old.
Yeah.
No, without being an older character, grey hair is a rarity. I say Atsushi from Bungo Stray Dogs has some grey hair, but it's not entirely.
No, I mean, like, technically Guts has grey hair, but I mean, yeah.
Yes. But that's the whole thing, is they're supposed to have, like, knowledgeable.
I think it's supposed to be unnatural grey hair rather than character. Just because they're old.
Yeah. You see a lot more of them in games.
The cow guy from Fruits Basket.
Yes, but that's more. He has black and white hair. But he does have unusual skill.
Green is often associated with Earth and Mother Nature. Characters with green hair can imply a calm and healing presence, but they can also do the exact opposite and bring unpredictability or wildness. It is usually quickly evident if they are easygoing, trustworthy, or intolerant, or poisonous and impudent. However, they often side with the protagonist, but are usually not the protagonist or focus. They have fortune, envy, harmony, life, and vigor and tranquility.
I'll throw in the main character from the Necronomicon and the Cosmic Horror Show.
Yeah, but I would say that, like, Mao Mao fits this.
What do you mean? Sorry, read it again.
Calm and healing, or unpredictable and wild. They're either trustworthy and tolerant, or poisonous and impudent. Fortune, envy, harmony, life, vigor, and tranquility. I'd say she's got a fair number of those.
No.
And she can kind of switch back and forth, too.
No, I don't agree with that in the slightest for Mao Mao.
She's extremely trustworthy and extremely tolerant, unless you're really stupid and do something she told you not to do, and then she slaps the shit out of you. Because she's unpredictable as well.
I mean, she's only tolerant in the sense that if she speaks up at the wrong person, she's going to get her head lopped off.
Xeno, she got kidnapped and enslaved and was just kind of like, yeah, I'll roll with this.
Because she wanted the resurrection potion.
No, I'm talking about the beginning of the series.
Oh. Sorry. I'm very sorry, Nasuth.
Kidnapped and enslaved and just kind of like, yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, like, if she didn't just roll with it, she'd probably get her head lopped off.
Yeah, but... orange hair, courage, optimism, loyalty, spirit, and energy. They can also be selfish, annoying, and attention-seeking. In some cases, they can be self-centered troublemakers. Orange is popular color for protagonists. That is true, unfortunately.
I don't...
Orihime.
Because, like, the only two that I can think of are Ichigo and Kyo from, again, Fruits Basket. I can't think of many orange
selfish, annoying, and attention-seeking? Yeah, that's Kyo. Whereas... courage, optimism, loyalty, spirit, and energy is Orihime from Bleach, definitely.
No, I'd also say that's in part Kyo.
Yes. Tendency to eat abnormal quantities of food, yes. Often confused with red hair, though.
Yeah, because it might not be the orange. You might be thinking like orange like a carrot, whereas they're more orange like, I don't know. Pink hair signifies romance and innocence. Pink hair is usually reserved for female characters, but not always, because I know some male characters with pink hair. Daydreamers and idealistic with a childlike innocence. They bring positive energy to the people around them. Male characters with pink hair can be outsiders or perverse. Some stories like to subvert this hair color representation by making the character random and unpredictable.
Yep, Lucy from Elfen Lied. She was like complete... You know,
she is childlike. What do you mean? In some cases,
Najimi does not have pink hair. Najimi has gray hair.
No, she doesn't.
Gray. Gray.
No, it's pink. It's
Gray.
pink.
Gray.
It's pink, Xeno.
Najimi.
That looks fairly pink to me.
That's pink.
Komi. That's not
That's 100% pink.
I mean,
that is pink. That is goddamn pink.
That's not fucking pink.
That is so pink.
So much more fucking grey than pink.
Anyway, purple. Characters with purple hair are often portrayed as enjoying being in the spotlight. Oh, hey, Misato. The color projects influence, nobility, and power, such as royal figures. They are sometimes given goals that revolve around gaining prestige, wealth, and material possessions. This can be cultured, dainty, and they can be cultured, dainty, and mysterious. I don't know about this one. Royalty, wisdom, and spirituality.
I just backtracking. Xeno, we do know a silver-haired character. The snake from Fruit Basket.
You know a silver-haired character. I don't.
Well,
It's what's his name's older brother, the one that makes costumes.
Read the red one, because
characters with red hair are often passionate, adventurous, and enthusiastic. On the other hand, they can be hot-headed, aggressive, and feisty. They portray leadership qualities with their headstrong personalities. Some characters with red hair are more calm and disciplined. It can often project a more jaded or intense version of love, so these characters can be obsessive or possessive.
I need
aggression, and energy, and love.
Right, audience, please, for the love of God, tell me, do these sound like they're describing two sides of the same coin as the same thing? Like this,
That's often the case,
this
though.
is driving.
Again, stereotypes, Xeno, not rules.
Yeah, it's like with horoscope stuff, right? They'll be like, oh, Libras are well balanced, but they can also be completely spontaneous.
So what the fuck does Yugi Matsumoto fall under this?
Red and yellow?
No,
So
he's
passionate, but
no, he's got like purple and
Black, yellow, and red for
Is it red?
his default colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's red streaks in there around the yellow ones.
Yeah, red and yellow.
So all around the outside.
I wouldn't say that's black though. I'd say that's dark red, but maybe it is black.
Yeah. So he's supposed to look like he has. It's supposed to.
Yeah, click on that.
What? This one? This one?
Yeah, that looks to me to be purple, not red.
Yeah, but that's supposed to be. It's the same way that Ranma's hair was supposed to be pink, and
I think Xeno might be colorblind.
Looking.
His eyes are purple, not his hair.
Yeah, you can see the difference.
There's
there.
more than one shade of purple, Nasuth.
Depends upon the strength of your grip.
Oh my god.
But no, I think it's supposed to be like dark red and light red, but it does come off kind of black and pinkish.
Yes. So I think
Depending on how
that's
you
the
look at
whole
it.
idea of making him the protagonist. So he's got the dark hair to make him have that slightly everyman kind of thing, the default, and then it goes red to show the passion, the adventure that he wants to go on as a duel
What the
master.
fuck is this?
And then he's got
3D.
there is a
He's in
Jump
something
Force.
called Jump Force. That looks
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's a combat fighting game where all the jump characters go
Anyway.
to fight each other. Yeah.
Let's just
and then
face
the
it,
blonde-
Yugi has 3 different hair colors because he shoved a fork in electric output
Yes.
3 times when he was a kid.
Yes.
You got banished to the
That used
shadow
to
realm,
work.
Yugi boy.
Anyway.
God, what was it?
Yes.
The millennial dildo? Was that it?
I'm sorry, what?
It was in an episode of Notice Me Senpai with
If that's
Hydroxate.
what you thought it was, Nasuth, I am regretting the image that gives me.
No. It was in an episode of Notice Me Senpai with Hydroxate. That's a very Hydroxate thing to say. You know it is.
That is a very
Anyway.
Hydroxate thing to say.
Anyway. Personally, I think that more than anything, the color of the hair.
Are we doing wrap up? Are we doing wrap up?
I think we might as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been at this for a decent short episode amount of time.
In all honesty, I think that hair color is more of a
aesthetic choice than a character design.
No. A product of show design, right?
Yeah,
Than
it's the aesthetics of the show.
Yeah, but I do not think that there is more to it than that. I genuinely
don't know. I think there can be, but I think a lot of it will be in stuff for younger audiences where they do that, as opposed to it's like how in a lot of games you've got the red, green, and blue, and red is usually power, blue is wisdom, and green is courage. You know, those show up so many times.
What?
Did you not know that? That shows up in so many things. Red symbolizes power, green symbolizes courage, and blue symbolizes wisdom. That happens in so many things.
Yeah. It really does. Loads of RPGs use that sub.
I'll give you the red and the blue, but the green, I've always felt that was
stamina.
Healing.
Xeno.
Stamina?
You've played Elden Ring and Dark Souls in general. Green is your stamina.
Oh my god. It is.
Red health, green stamina, blue mana.
Yep.
Okay.
He's not wrong. Well, in the ones where they have mana.
But that's true. But there's some blue is often like action points or something like that.
I mean, to be fair,
wow, she's really going at that time.
I the thing I really wish is that Final Fantasy XIV actually used the color system for the abilities that not only players do, but also the bosses and things do. Because the number of times like a player puts an AoE on the floor, the tank doesn't know what it is and steps out and drags the boss out of the AoE is just like, no, that's a good AoE, not a bad AoE.
Yes.
Right.
And oh no, my Leylands.
So yeah,
Black Mage.
Oh.
I'm sort of in between. I think there is some truth to this, but I also think that there's a lot of it that's just like they just want something colorful. They don't care if it matches this archetype or not.
I feel to restate my thing. This is, to me, people are looking for something that's not there, just like the Christianity meaning in Evangelion. When it's just like, no, I just thought it looked cool.
I feel it's not. I feel that people are designing the characters with an idea to give a stereotype and then either subvert or fulfill it.
Look, if you study art to any degree, there's a lot of this stuff in there that's like, red is always symbolic of passion. You know, this isn't a new concept just for anime.
Yeah, red is a symbol of Reyes Grammary. Fact.
Yes, and you are very passionate about her.
But let us know what you think. Let us know what you think in the comments about any of this. Our long, rambling, semi-argumentative.
How full of shit was this discussion? Don't get me wrong. I have enjoyed this, and I have
it's been good.
Yeah. I have enjoyed talking about like color theory and things like that because I do feel that a lot of shows could be adopted better had the color choices been more muted. Like perfect example, I've seen Berserk 97 and I thought the color choices there were brilliant, and then I saw some screenshots of Berserk 2016 where the army of the Holy Knights, or was it the Order of the Holy Knights or whatever, and they got like fucking bright purples and pinks and greens, and it's just like it's supposed to be medieval times. What the fuck?
Well, some of those did exist in medieval times. Definitely pinks, because pink was a royal color. Men wore pink in the medieval times. It was considered the most high fashion thing.
I wouldn't fucking give it to your soldiers.
Yeah, but also pink would be representative of many houses. Purple was rare, but yellows and greens were very common. You see a lot of house banners with those, so you give those to your soldiers
That is
to
true.
make sure that people could tell them apart.
Anywho, should we move on with the supporter question? Right.
Colours. Let us know in the comments.
The colours, Duke! The colours!
So first, Zrugal asks, it's now time for the supporter questions. So while I'm getting them ready, you folks at home can make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like the video, and share it if you can. It really helps.
Oh, no.
Do you have a go-to karaoke song? No.
Don't Stop Believing.
Yes.
Man, Land Down Under.
That's a good one. That is a very good one. Clouds. What's his name? It's a British singer, so I can do the accent.
Cool.
Newton Faulkner. Clouds. That's the one.
Riku7, purveyor of The Hunt, asks, what anime could be enhanced if it was also a video game? Example, dot hack.
I had an answer for this, and I have forgotten
only
it.
bad examples. I'm hoping for good examples. They're only right. So, what anime could be enhanced if it was also a video game?
Oh no, I do have. No, I remember. I remember the. Remember the Konosuba game? That's actually really good and close to the like uses all the same voice actors and has the same tone as the show. That one.
Yes.
What, the mobile?
Okay.
Yeah. Show has been enhanced by game.
Didn't that get cancelled?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's still going.
I
said, I wouldn't.
That
it is a gacha game, so I wouldn't do it.
I feel I could make a really good shrine shop simulator out of My Goddess.
Okay. Hear me out, right? Bocce the Rock, Guitar
Hero. Yeah.
Ooh, Guitar Hero, yes.
Right? And depending on how you play, the show has to compensate. So you have to do more gigs before you can do the school festival, or it makes the school festival even harder, or
a Trigun game
crowd.
That's like Patapon. So you have to do rhythm inputs to avoid bullets and kill enemies in non-lethal accidental ways. Not kill enemies, but defeat enemies.
Well, right.
Okay.
Should we move on to the comments from last week?
Absolutely.
We got a long one from Zrugal.
First of all, we have the comments from the news. Right, so first of all, Stromas Shell says, news! Thaylien looks like he's lost weight, probably not eaten enough lately. Very true. Good week for news. Like Nasuth said, I think you guys really zipped through the news this week. Not as much banter or commentary or random outbursts from someone. Which is okay.
Oh yeah, to be clear, this is not the news that just aired earlier this week. This is the news where Thaylien was missing.
Yeah. Zrugal says, this went by so fast, I could barely take notes. Yep, strange that. Xeno is going to Japan again. That's awesome. Yeah.
Someday.
I'm counting down the days. Right. Thanks for the news. I appreciate you guys. And then moving on to the comments from the cast. First of all, from Zrugal, Kanpai. Wow, Xeno is really enjoying that Kanpai. I'm just going to nod and agree. Oh, Nasuth, I think
you were kissing that Kanpai.
You mispronounced. Oh God, I wasn't I? You mispronounced. Thaylien has a life offline.
That can't be true.
Okay?
As opposed to I don't do anything online.
He did not, in fact, do it in post, but that's okay. I don't need to see the stamp all the time.
Because one of the stamps didn't work. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I'm actually I actually kind of got into Clavitus. I mean, it's not great, but better than nothing special. I'm going to wait and see. thinking about it, nothing special is 3 out of 5, and I'm fine with that rating.
Kinda. It's yeah.
So I'm honestly, so I honestly liked Reborning as a vending machine season 1, but for me, season 2 takes it down from an acquired taste to nothing special. I'm really not thrilled about how they added so much power to the main character at the start of season 2. It feels less like silly fun show and more like a power fantasy. I'll see it through, but I'm not thrilled.
Interesting.
I'm with Xeno. I zoned out for a second and thought Thaylien started talking about Blue Exorcist. I happened to see Water Magician, and I think it's peak unrealized, overpowered protag trope. Personally, I'd give it a 2-star, nothing special. No offense, Thalien's score giving ability.
Some taken.
Also, I feel like I've seen this before. I'm 80% sure I've seen / read this manga. I'm less optimistic than Thaylien about scooped up by an S-ranked adventurer, but I hope it surpasses my expectations.
I hope it does too.
I'm intrigued. I may pick up with you and The Rain. So glad my Dress Up Darling is still a must-watch. Good. Ugly Mug Epic Fighter sounds pretty funny. Yep. Really glad Dan to Dan is still awesome.
Yes.
I laughed out loud. The memes, good picks, guys. Long comment from me, but it's not my fault. This what happens with a 3-hour episode. Not wrong.
True.
Thank you very much.
From Michelle says, so in Gachiakata, the gloves are special. In Kanpai Cast, the scarf is special. Yeah, we keep trying to set on fire, but it won't take for some reason. I wasn't wrong about the Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. Yes. Great memes this week, Kanpai. Now, I'm talking about memes. It is time for the memes!
Woo!
It's time.
You guys probably know the deal by now, but I'm just gonna. We take up to 6 memes a week from the viewers. If you drop by the Discord, you can find the meme submission channel. Somebody kindly gathers those up for this, so we don't even see them until we reveal them here on the show. The biggest meme right now is this adorable cat. Oh my god, she's so cute. But we will go ahead and get into the viewer memes. We have 5 this week. I can't...
Chuck, I know you don't like the pizza with pineapple, but do you think you'll enjoy this? It's basically a giant piece of pineapple with slices of pizza on it. You just made it worse!
Pizza on pineapple.
Wood. Taken from 10 o'clock episode 449. What we expected, what we got. Oh dear.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong. Right, the next one is a video meme. How it looks. Not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Hashtag just guy things.
Yeah. I love that. Baby Weeb. You like anime too? I just started JJK and now I'm watching Solo Leveling in Sakamoto days. Me. I'm old, Yusuke.
What's that from?
I'm old, Yusuke.
That looks like you.
That's
Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh,
yeah, it's Yu Yu Hakusho. You're right. Same kind of era. God,
I was thinking Inuyasha, but Yu Yu Hakusho makes sense. Right, and the last year meme.
I've got new shirts.
Oh Yep.
I don't. Okay.
She just pulled her knees up inside it, and she looks like Kirby.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And Kirby.
Right.
Yes.
All right, on to my memes.
Poor Kirby.
The counter quality of UFOs is so low because if the quality were better, they would be identified flying objects. So true.
That's
so true.
So true.
So true. So not at all a stupid statement to make at all. Well, damn, that's some real armor farming, Commander. What? Aura farming or aura farm. Why is that so hard to say? Aura farming. What does that even mean? You know, what you just did. Very badass. 10 out of 10. What I mean is that it looks great on screen. You know, Erica, what the fuck are you talking about?
I love that. That's genuinely brilliant.
Very skibbity. Cash, decash. Dust, de-dust. Generate, degenerate.
That's brilliant. I love
Yes.
that. That's also good.
Oh, dear.
Enough said. Enough said. Because Levi's so short.
So short.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
The caffeine and THC getting ready to fight in my body.
Oh my god.
Well, at least they're fighting somewhere empty.
Oh god. And my last one is a video meme.
Nasuth?
Was there actual nudity in there? I missed it.
I don't think we can show this.
Well, just have to mute, make the beginning invisible. Anyway, let's move on before there are any other incidents. But yeah, the whole point is that Fist of the North Star, Fist of the North Star bad.
Yes, Fist of the North Star bad, the current one. Yeah. It's Grok and Wusky.
Yeah.
But how? Defeated by Quirkless street level. Quirkless street level? What are you saying? Robin.
The fuck are you talking about, Erica?
Because he would. He would win. Damn, Spirit doesn't even wait till the corpse is cold anymore.
Oh my
He showed
god.
us Spirit Halloween.
Oh my god. That's beautiful. That might be the winner this week.
It was also sabotage. Valve pulls adult-only games from Steam as it tightens rules to appease payment partners. Stop! Shumanetto was only meant to be a parody.
Yep.
No! Why? I don't get it. Aren't you the trainer of the horse at one? Yeah, goddammit, you don't get it. I do!
You should bring over the crowbar.
Girlship will actually drop kick you in the face.
Yep.
I don't get it. Alright, and your last one is also a video meme.
Grok is #1 in the App Store. Everyone's like, she's so smart, so elegant, so helpful. And I'm just sitting here like, what can she do that I can't, huh? Teach people German? Check. Make short videos? Double check. Throw in nerd reference no one asked for? Obviously. Use sarcasm as a coping mechanism? That's my brand. But process data at light speed? Never sleep? Answer existential questions without having an existential crisis? Wait, can she explain umfahren versus umfahren? She probably can. Better than me. Oh no! Am I the Windows Vista of content creators? Whatever. At least I've got personality and anxiety and a completely broken sleep schedule. Try beating that, Grok! If you think she's better than me, like that video. If you think I've still got more charisma, like it twice. Wait, that's not possible. And remember, she's running on code. I'm running on vibes and unresolved trauma.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Sure. On to Xeno!
I thought this was
That
fucking
is
amazing.
a really good model.
Very
It's a
nice
free red as a
design.
Gundam. Yep, I thought that was just incredible. Let's fight somewhere empty.
Yep. This is the one Xeno stole from me, so I had to get the Spirit Halloween one.
Lord have
You get this
mercy.
one right, Nasuth?
I
Yeah, you
do,
do. Okay,
unfortunately.
good.
Oh, these are... Okay, these next two are also video memes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, Kitty is so sleepy now. She's played.
73 kilogram dead chicken.
Yes.
Yeah.
ChatGPT's like, nah. Ooh, I'm pretty sure I can answer that.
One. This is a guard dog.
Is this a Helldivers reference?
This is a Helldivers reference. And this is also... Is this a bird reference? Because that's the flying grenade.
Is this a pigeon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a pigeon?
I didn't know there was a flying grenade in Helldivers now.
Yeah, it's been in there for a long time.
Ah.
Yeah. So it is utterly useless, because if you're trying to destroy any buildings or structures, all it does is it just fly around you until it gives up and falls over and dies.
Oh my god. Terrible guard dog.
So useless.
Terrible guard dog.
Right, anyway, that's it for the memes this week. That's it for the episode this week. So now it is time to, end the show. It's got cat. Right, okay. Thank you all for watching and or listening, and now it's time to bottoms up and Kanpai.
Kanpai.